Everyone.
Morning.
How are you today?
Good.
Good. Excellent. All right. You are today because you want to learn about continuous improvement awareness. Am I right?
Yes.
So we are here at Gem Consultancy Miri. So make sure you are in the right room. Yeah. Okay. But before we begin, basically I will go through safety briefing and some introduction before we start on the actual module. So we are here on the second floor, and in case of emergency, the exit is either you go through this door, or you can go through here and go out from the main door where you came in this morning. And assembly point is at the car park near the Maybank area there. Yeah. And our on-site fire warden and first aider is Madam Wendy. So during emergency, if you're not sure, just follow her. Very easy. Okay? And I want you to take a pause and do a 3-point scan. Look around you, see if there is any potential hazards, trip hazards, if there's anything that may cause fall and so on. And smell. What is the smell of the room? Is it pleasant? Is it unpleasant? Is there any smell of gas and so on? And also, how do you feel? Is it too cold? The room is too cold, or is it warm? Can we adjust the temperature? If it's a bit cold? All right. But I think you all have a jacket also, so it's nice. You okay? Okay, good. And the washroom is just outside. You walk through this door, and on your left, you will find the washroom. Okay? All right. Before we start, I always like to do ice breaking for us to get to know each other. And this activity is called Introduce Your Friend. So it's very simple. You get in pairs. You have a piece of paper here for you to write. So what I would like you to do is basically ask these questions. So for example, Darren, you ask Diana these questions. What is her name? Where is she from? What's her profession or job? Does she has any experience in CI? And one fun fact that she would like to share with us, right? So probably about 90 seconds, you ask her for 45 seconds and then vice versa. Can we do that first? Okay. Yep. Yeah, just 5 simple questions. Yeah, you can use this paper. This is for you to do. Where you're from is your kampong lah, basically. Yeah, kampong dari mana? From Penang. Okay.
Profession.
Okay, once you're done, just swap. Okay. Okay. Done? Are you done, Shah? All right. So once you're done, I would like you to introduce your friend to the room. So start your sentence with, my friend here is, I give you an example. My friend here is Herman. He is from Kuching. He is a business consultant. He has 20 years of experience in CI. And one fun fact about him is that he started watching Korean movie because of his wife. Okay, let's start with Darren. Yep.
Okay, so my friend here is Diana.
Yeah.
She is from Miri. She's a student and she has no experience in CI. Fun fact about her is she's allergic to cats.
I see. Okay, so we now know she's allergic to
I
cats.
like cats.
You like cats?
Alright, my friend here is Darren. He is from Miri. He is a service advisor and also a forklift safety trainer. And he does have experience in CI.
Okay.
And his fun fact is that he can play musical instruments.
Wow, interesting. Okay.
Good morning, everyone. My friend is Mr. Shahrudin. He is from Penang. He is a co-founder of HESH, and for experience in CI, yes. Fun fact about him is Liverpool and Southampton.
All right.
Good morning, everyone. My friend is Eldon. He's from Muka. Currently, he's the HR executive for Press Metal.
Okay.
CI exposure, yes, he has. And fun fact about Eldon, he walks very fast.
Okay, thank you very much. So now you already start to know about each other, right? Okay, just a brief introduction about myself. I'm the co-founder and principal consultant of HESH. As of today, I have clocked about 25 years of work experience in various industries, but most part of it, 20 years of it, is in oil and gas. I have 16 plus years of experience in coaching, facilitating, as well as providing training. I'm a certified HRDC trainer, CI practitioner, CI coach, and also Lean Six Sigma Black Belt. And my key area of specialization is in Lean Six Sigma, business transformation and business excellence, information management, information technology, program management, and also human capability. Right? Thank you. Right. In order to ensure that we have a smooth session today, I would like us to all agree with these basic ground rules. The first one is we don't need laptop because you are going to get busy, and I promise you, you will not fall asleep. All right? Phones, please mute your phone or turn it off if you don't need it. If you need to take a call, just walk out quietly and return immediately after you take a call. No compromise on safety, which means I also encourage you to intervene if there is any unsafe act or unsafe condition. Yeah? If you need to go to the washroom, you just put up your hand and walk out silently and then return immediately after you do your business. No bags on the floor. Yes, I see there are no bags blocking our emergency exits. And most importantly, as we want to finish on time, we need everybody to respect the time. And when you go to break, if it's 30 minutes break, it's 30 minutes break, not 31 minutes, not 29 minutes. Yeah? And lastly, learner mindset. Can anyone tell me what do you understand about learner mindset? Darren? There are three important elements that exist in learner mindset. The first one is everybody in this room are equal. There is no ranks. Yeah. Today, everybody is equal. Yeah. Whether if you are a manager, if you are a student or whatever, everybody is equal. What's the second one, Eldon? You bring in your open mind. Yeah. Be receptive to new things. You learn new things. And finally, Diana, what is the third one? Can you take a guess? When you ask questions, there are no?
There's no worries for silly questions.
Yes, exactly. All right. And is there anything else that we would like to agree on, Shah? Anything you want to add?
I mean, we have to make sure that at the end of the day, you want to learn, and learning is always involving fun.
Yes.
Kalau boleh, we bring in fun out of this training session.
Exactly, spot on. So, as I promised, this is going to be a fun session. Yeah. So, I look forward for your active participation as well. Right. Okay. At the end of the day, I promise you, you would be able to explain what CI is, its fundamental principles and benefits. You should be able to understand and able to explain what are the 5 key CI principles. You gain awareness on the basic tools that I will introduce to you, for example, such as 5S, how do you minimize waste, what is the production flow, Kaizen, and so on. And lastly, what I would expect is when you finish this session, before you walk out from the room, you should be able to identify improvement opportunities at your workplace or at home based on the 5 CI principles that you will learn. All right? Now, agenda for today, we are somewhere here. We're talking about the agenda. Next is to introduce you to CI. What is CI? What is CI ways of working? And then I will keep you busy because we will do simulation. Yeah, there is no chance for you to fall asleep. All right? Module 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. This is where I will introduce to you the 5 CI principles. Okay? All right. May I ask, Diana, what do you understand about CI? What do you think CI is?
As the name suggests,
Yes.
continuous improvement.
Okay.
I believe that when you're doing something in your life, you continue to think of ways to improve
Okay. Ways to improve.
through maybe solutions.
Okay. But finding solution. What about you, Darren? What do you think CI is about to you? What do you understand about CI?
Is to continuously improve yourself or either the company.
Okay. Improve self or company. Okay. Eldon,
More about efficiency.
efficiency. Okay. It's a big word, efficiency. And Shah?
Creating value out of CI.
Okay, value. Yep, exactly, spot on. So, if you define it that way, so you deliver value to your, who do you deliver it to? To the company or to the customer in this case, right? So you deliver value to the customer, and the customer can be internal customer or external customer. And how do you deliver value? You start with planning, how do you want to execute the plan, and then you do it, and then you keep on improving the execution plan. Yeah, so this will be a continuous circle. And this is supported by what we call as CIs of working, CI ways of working, supported by the people in the organization, supported by the processes, end-to-end processes we're talking about here, not just your particular silo process, and also supported by data, IT tools, IT systems. But to me, I put it in a simple word. CI is about constant desire to make things better. Yeah, you always want to keep on improving to make things better. So you do small improvement, but on a regular basis. So that is CI. Okay, so CI is not just about metrics, not just about process or just about methods and tools, but it is a mindset, it is a value. In some organization like Toyota, for example, Toyota, General Electric, Motorola, they have done this for many years. It become part of their culture. So we want to build a CI culture in the organization. In fact, if it can be as part of your personal culture, you can apply it at home. Yeah, you can apply it in your daily life. All right, and as we mentioned just now, we want to deliver value to the customer. So the focus is on the customer itself, right? So let's take an example. Let's say in the hotel industry, yeah. So let's say I am the receptionist at the hotel. So Eldon walks in to check in a hotel. What is my value that I want to deliver to Eldon? You as a guest, what would be your expectation coming out from me?
Greeting.
Sorry?
Greeting.
Greeting.
Show me the way to lobby.
Yep.
Open door.
Open door. Shah? You want a room?
Friendly service.
Friendly service. Darren?
Like a professional service.
Professional service. So it all boils down to process, right? You want a fast check-in process. First you are greeted when you come in, and then you check in very fast. You don't have to wait for so long. You have a friendly receptionist greeting you, and then you also want value for money, isn't it? Right. So you pursue end-to-end results. So when you say you pursue end-to-end results, which is to look at the end-to-end process from the moment I enter the door, the hotel door, I check in, and I enter my room. That's the end-to-end process. So how can I improve that process to make it more efficient, to make it more better? Make performance visible. So if I am so if Shah is my manager for the reception team, he would set up a dashboard or visual management board to make it visible to my team. How long does it take for customer or client to wait before they can check in, before they can get a room? So you make it visible so that you have a target, and that target is what you want to beat, right? And as a manager, Shah then will see how he can coach me as the receptionist. How can I greet my guests better? How can I make the check-in process even faster, right? And how do you do this? By driving simple solution. So if you look at maybe the high-level steps of the hotel check-in, you have guest arrival and then the guest waiting, right? So if I put it in a check-in, so guest arrival, then waiting, then check-in, then get a room, goes to the room, right? So how do I drive simple solution for all this? Let's say if there are 100 people waiting, sorry, not too many lah. Let's say 20 people waiting at the same time, 20 guests. So how do I make sure that there is no long queue at the reception here? Without applying technology, right? So you have 20 guests waiting. How do you improve the customer service? Any idea, Eldon? I am here standing, I'm waiting for the receptionist. So how do I shorten the waiting time? Any idea? There's no right or wrong. Shah, you want to help?
Yeah, probably. I've seen this before when people queue up, especially at McDonald's, Kentucky. Instead of you just serving them at the reception counter, you can also engage staff going around asking to fill up certain things. But once you reach the counter, you have all your documents ready.
Exactly, that's the answer that I'm looking for. So instead of them standing, they can just sit around in the lobby. Yeah, they can sit around the lobby, and you give them number system, right? And while this person goes there to check in, this person can sit here and start filling up the forms, like Shah mentioned. So that is simple solution without even spending money to invest on IT. And then when they check in, when this guy checks in, the information is all ready, available in the form, right? And then that speeds up the process for him to get a room, okay, and so on. Now, that is driving simple solution. Now, I want to continuously improve my process. How can I do that with digitalization, Diana? For example, this process.
What about having some check-in counters?
Check-in counters or check-in online?
Check-in.
Yeah, so that will be the improvement part of it, how you can improve. So in a nutshell, this is continuously being improved. Yeah, you analyze and then you keep on improving. And there are 3 behaviors that is supporting your ways of working. Number 1 is go see. So as a hotel manager just now, Shah will go out to the floor and observe how does the receptionist, which is myself, how do I handle the check-in process, right? And he will observe how are people or the customers waiting. And then he would come and see me and ask questions. Why are you doing it this way? Can you do it better in another way? But at the same time, you must show respect, yeah, because you are here to handle the process. We are attacking the process, not people, yeah. So be hard on the process, but be gentle on the people. All right. Okay, we are going to play a game, a simulation game. Yes, go ahead.
Can I ask you one question?
Yes.
When it comes to CI, you mentioned about, most of the big corporations like Toyota, the world of Google is doing CI. What about in Malaysia, Coach? How do you see and where do you see CI from Malaysia perspective?
Yep. In Malaysia, I would say the trend is very low. In fact, in the whole world, in top 50 Fortune companies, only 1% of the total of these companies are engaging CI. So there are a lot of opportunities. But in Malaysia, if I can share with you some of the companies, they are mostly big companies like Shell Malaysia, Guthrie, Samdabi, AirAsia, Maxis. These companies, big companies, they have this some sort of CI or Lean or Kaizen methodology in the organization. Does that answer your question?
Yes.
Yep. Thank you. All right. We are going to play a game, a simulation game to enhance your understanding on CI. So if I can ask you to come over here. All right. We are going to welcome to my casino. Okay. We are going to play a simulation game to enhance your understanding. So what we are going to do is we are going to build a building. So this is a construction company, right? This is a construction company. How many suits are there in a deck of cards? Eldon?
52.
No, suits. How many shapes?
4.
4 shapes, right? What are they?
Spade.
Spade,
Heart.
heart, club,
Club.
and diamond. All right. So assuming now, maybe Shah, you sit this, you stand this side, Eldon over here. I will assign you roles. Okay. All right. So S is the lowest value of a card, followed by 2, 3, and so on until king. King is the highest value, right? So S is your first floor. second floor, third floor, until the top floor. Okay? Now, I'm going to assign you role, player 1, which is club. Yeah? So, Darren, you are player 1, followed by player 2, Diana, and player 3, Eldon. So, how are we going to play? Player 1, you are structural. Structural card, Diana, mechanical, Eldon, finishing. So how you play is that when Darren plays, complete the first story or first level, then only you can start. Once you start, then Eldon can start. And then Darren finish second floor, then only Diana can finish hers and Eldon. So Diana, you cannot start if he hasn't finished his.
Yes.
Okay, understand?
Good.
Okay, clear? All right. Another thing is your building should be side by side lah, because this is a 3 tower, so it should be side by side. Understand?
Yes.
Now, Shah, you have a important role.
Yep.
2 roles.
Yep.
Number 1, as a timekeeper, we want to record how much time they take to build the building. Second role is QC.
QC.
Make sure the building is straight. Tak ada sengit-sengit. Yeah.
Straight.
Make sure it's straight. I don't want the
Bangkok.
Bangkok punya tower. Okay. And this is actually waste.
Okay.
So it means nothing. It's just waste. So what you need to do now, put your cards here. Just mix them up. Mix everything up. Jumble everything up. QC what?
QC what?
Okay. The rule is simple. In round 1, I am creating chaos. Yeah, in round 1, it's a chaos. So basically the rules is you can only pick your own card. What is your card?
Club.
Club.
Diamond.
Diamond, hearts. You can only pick your card. You cannot help, you cannot talk, you cannot collaborate, you cannot say, oh, this is yours. No, cannot. Just pick your own card. Understand?
Yes.
All right. We will play 1 round of testing or trial before we take the actual time, just to get you familiarized. Any questions before we start?
Has to follow the order from small.
Follow the order from ace until king.
So meaning to say whatever card I pick on, you have to start assembling.
Start building.
I see.
Yeah. But she cannot start before you finish.
Oh,
Same goes to Eldon.
so I have to find the lowest first and then.
Yes.
And you have to follow him.
Yeah.
Okay.
If you put one, then you can put one.
Okay.
Then only you put yours as well.
Can we take everything?
No,
Or has
Cannot.
to find one.
you cannot pre-sort. Everything has to come from here.
Okay.
Take assemble.
Yes.
Take and assemble.
Okay.
Clear?
Clear.
Understand?
Yes.
Shah ready?
Ready?
Maybe you can stand a bit. I can, so that they know how much time
Okay.
it takes. Okay, on my count. Ready, set, go. You can start building.
Do we have to take turn when searching?
Cannot talk.
No.
Oh, sorry.
QC check. Not talk.
Eh, yours.
I cannot. Must put back.
Sorry.
How come you all talk?
Sorry.
QC
It's
can
okay,
talk.
testing. Oh no. I think we have to wait until Chinese New Year, then we can finish.
Can finish the building.
"51, 52 seconds. Okay. You can start searching already, but just you don't have to wait for them. Yeah, you don't have to wait for
I
them.
see. I thought I have to wait.
Just keep on building. They will have to wait for you.
See like this.
Ah.
This time
Yes,
we can
keep
talk
on
lah.
building.
Build. You can pick your cards.
After 10 is Jack.
Jack.
J.
Faster, move faster. Move faster. Getting stressful. Alright, there you go.
The one thing lah coach, dia punya ni
Yep.
tak
QC, any comments?
Ya, ini semua tak
Not straight, huh?
Tak straight, this one say
Yeah.
wrong like that, that one say wrong like this. How can we?
That's it.
Nobody want to buy the
So,
house.
it should be side by side.
Side by side.
Must be at the same height.
Kalau boleh.
And then if you put your card like this, it has to be consistent lah, not like this. Okay, it must be consistent. If the next one is at the bottom, then you must be consistent. But easier if you do it like this lah. Easier for you to put, right? Okay, it must be side by side. Understand?
2 minutes 36 seconds.
2 minutes 36. Okay. My challenge to you to complete this within 2 minutes.
Okay.
Boleh?
Boleh.
Okay, let's get ready. Let's mix them up. Jumble.
Okay, kejap.
Okay.
Kejap.
Get ready.
Wait. Nak dengar reset tu. Okay.
Ready, set, go. 2 minutes, and counting. Must be side by side, standard.
Cepat.
Must be same height.
Kalau boleh.
Darren, how you put your card? On top or at the bottom?
Bottom.
Okay, it's not standardized.
On the bottom.
Top is easier.
Yeah, okay.
It's okay, go ahead.
Go ahead. Cepat.
It's getting stressful. 41 seconds. Okay.
1 minute. Sudah 1 minute.
One minute, 13 seconds. You don't have to wait, Darren. You just go ahead and build.
Don't wait.
They wait for you.
Darren don't need to wait because we have to build.
Make sure your building is straight, your tower is same height.
Arrange your building.
This one is leaning towards the middle tower. Okay, ready? Stop. 1 minute, 50 seconds.
Sure.
Not bad.
Not bad.
Not bad. Well done. Well done. Okay, so what do you learn from here? Stressful? Diana? Stressful? Eldon, what do you think? How can you improve?
Plan.
Plan? Darren, how can you improve this game?
I think coordinations.
Coordination. So the rule says no talking. Does that help?
No.
Doesn't help?
No.
Okay. I'm going to introduce to you the first CI principle. I think we're going to do a lot of standing and so on. Why don't we all just sit in one table? Is that okay? Yep. Okay. If you can just bring your chair and sit there.
Coach, you want to take time?
Yes, please.
Let me help you with that.
It's okay.
First one.
What's the time just now?
150. 1 minute 50 seconds.
Okay. right? Now, the first CI principle, what do you think? How can you improve this? What do you think? Communication, focus, consistency. Okay. What is this? Waste. Does it help? No. So the first CI principle is you do 5S. What is 5S? Eldon, have you heard of 5S?
Yes.
What is it?
The arrangement of the thing, sorting,
Yes.
so that you can easily not mess up the things that.
Okay. Darren, is 5S considered as housekeeping?
Yes.
Yes.
Fairy, Phaeton, Sacred Soup.
Whoa, you can teach already.
Because in the workplace we also implement 5S.
Okay,
Yeah.
okay. Diana, do you think 5S is housekeeping?
I'm assuming so, but I've never heard of 5S.
You've never heard of 5S. Shah, what do you think?
Partly, but not entirely.
Yes, correct. Now, 5S, yes, you mentioned it correctly, Darren. It's sort, set in order, shine, standardize, sustain. But nowadays we add one more, safety, as the 6S. Because if you diligently do the 5S, safety will automatically comes into the picture, right? Now, if you do 1 until 3, sort, set in order, and shine, that is housekeeping. But I can guarantee you, you will fail. Because 3 months down the road, 6 months down the road, you will go back to square one. Everything will be messy again. Why? Why do you think, Diana?
There's no, you don't sustain,
You don't sustain. Why you don't sustain?
no standardization.
No standardization. Eldon, what do you think? Why do you think it falls apart?
Because you need to be consistent.
You need to be consistent.
Yes.
In other words, discipline. There is no discipline. So to ensure that this is successful, you need to standardize and sustain. And sustain is the most difficult part. And a lot of people doesn't have the discipline. Yeah, because sometimes they find it too much things to do. So if they find it too much things to do, meaning the 5S is not being implemented correctly. There is no SOP, simple way to do it. Yeah. These are some example of 5S. You see here before, the storeroom is very unorganized, very messy. And after 5S, everything is organized, easy to find the item. It looks very clean as well. And the valve, you see, they are not in a good condition, in good place, but after cleaning and arranging, everything is set in place and looks tidy. And also, it is safe to walk around the warehouse. But in the bigger implementation, the impact would be in terms of cost, because you can consolidate your items in big space into a smaller space. It reduces cost for storage. Yeah, so that is the benefit of having 5S. All right, for simulation number 2, what we're gonna do is that the rules are: you may gather all of your cards. You may sort your cards during play. No talking, you still cannot talk, still cannot collaborate, you still cannot work as a team. But you can gather your cards. What it means is that, what do you understand from that? Now can you put aside the waste? Can you put aside the waste?
Yes.
You can gather your own cards.
Yeah. So the waste will remain there,
Yeah.
but you can gather your own card, put aside, but don't sort them yet.
Okay.
Okay? Now, get ready for round 2, timekeeper. Yeah, just take your cards, but don't sort them, yeah? Just take them. Get ready, yeah?
So after we gather, then we sort one.
Yeah. Ready, set, go. Okay, once you gather your card, you can start building. You still cannot help each other. Just do your own process. There's still cards here. Still 2 diamonds. Darren can start building so that the rest can follow.
Darren start,
Yep.
Diana follow, make sure it's side by side.
Okay. The target is still 2 minutes. All right. Is yours? Is it correct? Is it straight? Same height? Eldon, your ground floor is not stable. Your tower will collapse. Okay. QC, are you happy, QC?
All right.
Are you happy?
Okay.
Okay. So what's the time?
1 minute 32 seconds.
1 minute 32. Wow, well done. Congratulations. There is an improvement, yeah? So why do you think so? Diana,
More organized.
more organized because you apply
Apply sort.
sort 5S basically, yeah? Okay, have a sip. All right. Okay, the next one. We are going to learn the next CI principle. It's about collaboration. Yeah? You can achieve greater things if you work together, right? So, when you think about collaboration, you should think about end-to-end. What does end-to-end mean, Shah?
End to end, you look at the start till the end.
Yeah?
And what are the processes involved, and most likely you have to make sure there is no gap, because gap does cause wastages in between.
Correct. So basically, you don't want to work in
Silo.
silo. You want to collaborate with each other. Because more often than not, when you do just do your own process, when you do any changes, you do not realize that the changes that you make affects the process in the upstream and process in the downstream. This often happens in any organization, any industry. Yeah? Because why? Because you work in silo and people don't know what you are doing. But if you collaborate, they know what you're doing, they can highlight if there is any foreseeable issue, for example. Now, in round 3, collaboration, the setup is still the same. We will still mix the pile. You may gather, you may sort your cards during play. So it's still the same rule, right? But this time around, you can collaborate. What does it mean, Diana? How do you collaborate?
If they see my card, they can pass it to me.
Yes, correct. You can talk to each other. Okay, get ready, timekeeper. On my count, ready, set, go. Oh, by the way, the target is 1 minute, yeah?
Ini tak macam kat
Salah.
Now you can help each
You
other.
can help each other.
You can help each other. Talk. You pass the cards. Yep. Okay. Always aside. You can collaborate.
You want to see a 2? Okay, here.
You can start building. Oh, cannot. You have to wait. Yeah. "39 seconds, 4 seconds. Target is 1 minute. 46 seconds. Hurry up. Now it's getting more stressful. Hurry up. 50 seconds. Eldon, you cannot build? Yes. Okay, now you can put yours, Eldon. Okay, QC, hurry up. Almost time. Make sure it's straight. Okay, stop. 1 minute and
7 seconds.
good job. So let me just put the target for our, this one was 2 minutes, and this one is 1 minute, but you achieve 1 minute and 7 seconds. Still a good achievement if compared to your previous round, right? Have a seat. Darren, what is the lesson learned here? Does collaboration help?
Yes.
Yes,
Important.
very important,
Yes,
right?
very important.
How do you think if in real life, in your own company,
Okay, let's say there is no collaboration, no communications.
yeah,
To achieve goal, it might not easy. This one do different thing, this one do different thing, and
Yep.
then collapse.
okay. The next CI principle, before that, any questions?
From my end,
Yeah.
Coach, the 5S that you shared,
Yep,
and you mentioned that the most difficult part is to standardize and sustain, right?
yes.
So what are some of the root causes that company is not able to standardize and also sustain?
Okay. The most important is because there are no discipline in doing so. Because in the mindset of many people, 5S is housekeeping. So because that mindset is housekeeping, that's why it's always fail. But if you apply standardization and sustain, which is actually difficult to start with, but once you put it as a habit, it's actually easy to do. Yeah. For example, how can you sustain is by having SOP or quick reference guide. For example, let's a simple one. Let's say if you have a filing system in your office, right? Let's say this is your filing rack, and I have files in my rack. Yeah. Let's say this one, everything that starts with A, B, C, and D. How can you foolproof or mistake-proof this 5S? Let's say if Darren takes D and C, he takes it out and use it. And when he returns it, D sits here, but C sits here. So it is still not mistake-proof yet, right? Any idea on how to mistake-proof this?
Maybe I would suggest you put label, Coach.
Label? Can you come and show me? What do you mean?
On the this is cabinet, right?
Yes, this is
So
a
if
cabinet.
it's cabinet, then what I will do is simple. I will label it to be,
Don't block.
you know, A, I put B,
Yeah.
C, D, because this is like macam SOP already. Right? So
Yep.
whenever you take out this, you make sure you put back. So it is consistent, discipline,
Okay.
and also sustainable.
Any idea? Any other idea? Yes, go ahead, Darren. Show me.
So you can either use the coloring.
Yep.
So probably you can do like a example triangular shape here.
Mm.
So maybe this is maybe red in color. So if it's missing or it's misplaced, then you can see the shape doesn't
Yes.
go together. So that
Exactly.
way you can detect it.
Yep. I think you have done this in your office, right?
Yes, we do.
That's why. That's why you know. So that is the both methods are correct. It's foolproof. But with this one, because of visualization, right? You can see it's more visible. From far, I can say, how come the line is not aligned? Then you know it's not in the right place. Yeah. Any other question?
How we going to make this consistent? I mean, not only for housekeeping,
Yeah.
but we want them to practice it every day.
Yeah. it should be built as part of the culture of the company. So let me share my experience. When I visited a Continental factory in Rayong in Thailand, do you know Continental, right?
Yes. The tires.
Tires. But this one, they don't produce tire. This factory was producing, I think, injector. Yeah, injector. So it was very impressive because at every station they have visual boards and they apply 5S throughout the company. And when they started with a big exercise to do 5S in the entire company. And then from there, they make it as a routine that every day they apply this in every team to make sure that they sustain the exercise that they did. And they bring in external consultant to basically audit their 5S. And they actually won as the best company in Thailand in applying 5S in the factory. Yeah, so it has to be a big exercise and supported by your leadership. Because if your leadership doesn't support this, then I can guarantee you it will fail. Yeah? Any other question, Diana?
How you mentioned like the company like Continental, how
Yes.
did they make it standard? Like how did they standardize the 5S and make sure that all of it was in how do you say was going through the
Yep.
process?
So they started with a consultant, and the consultant comes in and then they teach them how to do 5S properly, and then from there they set up a manual. So they follow this manual religiously, and it becomes part of their culture as well. Yeah. Okay. I think in view of time, can I ask if we can just proceed with one more module before we go for break, because it's a short module. Okay? All right. The next one is CI principle. CI principle, waste reduction, right? In waste reduction, there are three things that is very important. Number one, what is value added in your process? In every process, you have these three: value added, non-value added, and business non-value added. So what does it mean? Value added is what the customer is paying for. For example, let's say if I go to a clinic to see a doctor, right? When I go to the clinic, I register. The registration, and then after the registration, I wait for my turn. Then after waiting, the doctor calls me in, and then he diagnose, and then he gives me a prescription. I bring the prescription to the pharmacy, to the counter, and I wait again for my medicine to be handed over. After that, I pay, then I leave. In this example, what do you think is value adding to me?
Seeing the doctor.
Seeing the doctor. Anything else?
Medication.
Medication. Only two, right?
Yes.
Only these two is important to you, right? What about registration? Is it important?
I think it's important, and especially I think they need to speed up the process.
Yep. So registration is important, but it does not add value to you. Right? So it's called as business non-value added. It's not adding value, but you have to do it. It's a part of the process. What is the non-value adding in this example, Diana?
Non-value adding
Yes.
to eliminate the long process.
What is non-value adding in the example that I gave you? After I register, what I do?
You went to see the doctor?
Before I see the doctor,
Oh wait.
wait. Is that value adding to you? It's not adding value, right? So the waiting, 2 times waiting before you see the doctor and before you get your medicine. Those are
Non-value.
non-value adding. So those are the example of non-value adding. All right. These are the 8 types of waste that, yes,
Now we talk about CI.
yes,
You think like 5S can be implemented in a hospital?
can,
Just like I'm believe that everyone, they always say, GH, they have to wait very long. Sometimes, they will get angry, they say, oh, I wait until I die, things like that. Right? I mean, we always hear that, they say, tunggu sampai mati, they say.
Yep.
So,
But that is not 5S. That is what you call as removing waste, waste removal. And we normally start with value stream mapping, which I will talk about.
Okay.
Yeah, and you're asking the right question. So how can you improve that to make it faster? You think about all this type of waste. Okay, in your scenario just now, what do you think are the waste? In your example,
Example of hospital.
you wait until you die. You say right?
Wait until you die.
Yeah.
I'll share a bit of experience.
Okay.
So the other day I was at my customer site, so I got bitten by a dog. So now in Sarawak it's very strict, so we have to get a rabies or anything like that. So it's actually a very simple thing. I waited there I think around 4, and the whole process by 7 p.m. I was done. That's how long it was.
At the hospital.
At the hospital.
Yeah.
Maybe
And based on the experience, your observation, what are the ways that you see based on Timudi?
So I think number 1 was waiting.
Waiting, okay.
Because I think I waited almost 3 hours.
Okay, anything else?
And
Do you have to go here and there, everywhere, see doctors, see another specialist?
Actually, motion.
Motion?
Because
Why?
I have to go to the nearest clinic before I can be referred to the
Hospital.
for the dog bite section.
Okay.
Yeah.
They have a dog bite session.
Yes, they have a dog bite section.
Interesting.
Yeah, they have that.
Do you think that is overprocessing?
Yes,
Why?
because it wasted my time.
Wasted your time. Because you have to go to clinic first, then go to hospital. Why can't you go direct to the
Yeah,
hospital?
why can't I go direct
Yeah.
instead? So then they said, oh, you need a referral letter. So which I think I could just go straight to the hospital and just say, hey, I got bitten by a dog, so I'm here to get a tetanus shot. But
So-
instead, I have to wait at the clinic. I wasted half an hour there already. By the time I'm in the GH, I wasted another 3 hours.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So you see, what you observe in that example is motion waste,
Yeah.
waiting, and I see overprocessing as well. How about the staff? Did they carry out their tasks efficiently and effectively? For example, do they communicate efficiently to you?
Okay. I don't think it was efficiently because the person in charge wasn't there. So they had to call here and there until they said, oh, you know what, you come back the next day.
Yep.
So it was a bit of waste of time.
Okay. So that is another waste there,
Yeah,
waste of intellect,
yeah,
meaning to say that person is not competent
yeah,
to carry out the task.
yeah.
Yeah. But let me quickly explain what does this mean. So what is the difference between transportation and motion? It's basically transportation is movement of your materials. Yeah. If it's in a digital world, it's the movement of your what?
Data.
Data, correct. Yeah. Whereby motion is basically the movement of people. Like you mentioned, from the clinic, you have to go to the hospital. And inventory is having your inventory. If you attended material management class before, excess of inventory, that is also type of waste. Okay? And waiting time, you have to wait for so long. Overproduction is basically producing more than what is needed. And again, it goes back to inventory. When you produce more, you have to find space, surplus, right, to store it. And overprocessing. And the fact is, for example, in your example, if they misdiagnose you and they mistreat you, instead of tetanus shot, maybe they give you another shot that can be fatal, right? So that is defect and intellect, as you mentioned earlier on. Okay. Next round, before we go for break. Okay? Come. In this round, the rule changed a little bit. The setup also changed a little bit. Set aside all spades. So please remove the spades. You don't need them. Remove them from the pile now.
So you're removing your waste. Okay?
Yeah, remove all the spades.
Sudah bagi advantage ni.
Okay? Now, you may gather all cards, but you cannot sort it. You can only sort it while you play. Same rule, all right? And then you can still collaborate. Before that, can you predict how long does it take to complete this task?
It's the same as the previous one.
Same.
Okay, we can gather it before.
You can gather, but you cannot pre-sort. Can you set a target?
Below 1 minute.
Below 1 minute? 45 seconds? Boleh?
We try.
Okay, 45 seconds.
Yeah.
Okay, on my count. Ready, set, go. Your target is 45 seconds.
Can talk, can help each other. Start building. Start building. Make sure that you are at the right place.
Straight.
Straight. Discipline. 30 seconds lah.
33,
Come on guys, come on
35. Come on, 10 more seconds. Hurry up. 37, 38, 39, 42, 44, 45, 47.
Alright.
QC, QC.
Okay.
Okay.
53 seconds. Not bad. You did not achieve your target, but at least you still improved from the previous round. 53 seconds. Don't be sad, because after this, your target is 10 seconds. And it can be done. I will teach you how to do it. Right? Any questions before we go for break?
So from my observation,
Yes.
I think the way you all sit stand among yourself is also causing you hazard.
Yeah.
You notice that the way that the others was setting up, and I'm just giving you tips like that. Setting up, it does create that,
Yeah.
So you have to already start to think, how can you make this more
Yeah.
easier?
Think about it.
Yeah.
I will not give you the answer.
Yeah.
You need to strategize. So while we go for break, you can think and strategize how you want to improve this and achieve 10 seconds. All right, so with that, let's go for 30 minutes break, and we'll continue after that. Okay? Thank you.
Thank you.
Okay, welcome back. Did you have a good break?
Yes.
Okay, good. Excellent. So, before we continue, let's do some energizer to keep you awake. All right, so I have a challenge. The two tables here, you're going to compete with each other. Right? Simple. Break into two teams, okay? You need to build a vertical tower, any design. This is one example, but you can build any design, doesn't matter. Using the deck of cards that I just provided. You can only build using a combination of any two suits. So if you use spade and club, you must be consistent. Just only spade and club. You cannot use the other two suits. Understand? Now, what is the purpose of this energizer? Is for you to apply what you have learned so far. You have learned 3 out of 5 CI principles. So apply those. Okay? Team with the highest tower wins. 5 minutes. You can start now. You have 5 minutes, huh? Build a tower. So what suits are you using?
Clubs and diamonds.
Clubs and diamond. You're using what's
We're
it?
using
Spade and club.
spade and diamond.
Okay. Club and diamond.
Clubs and diamond.
All right. This is testing your engineering skill. Beware of external factors. Huh? There might be typhoon coming. I told you. Okay. Okay. Good. Any design does not necessarily to be a pyramid.
Any design.
Any design. Not necessarily pyramid. The design that you think the most stable. Remember, the foundation must be stable. The same goes to when you learn CI. The 5 CI principles are the foundation. Imagine if there is a typhoon. Use your creativity. You don't need to copy your opponent. Are you building 2 towers? One only. Okay. It seems that you are still on the first floor. The second team over there is already on the second floor. Now you feel the pressure. You have 2.5 minutes to go. Determination. You fail, you start again. Maybe that is not the right way to do it, Eldon? I see collaboration here. Good collaboration. Sounds easy, but it's not that easy, right? You have less than 2 minutes. Okay? Remember, your foundation must be strong. Oh no! Is this the losing team?
The idea is we just need to beat them.
Yeah, you just need to build it and beat them.
Beat them. The idea is to beat them. As long as they don't build, we win. The idea is
Tallest team with the tallest. You can build any design. Not necessarily pyramid. The stress makes you feel awake, right? You don't feel sleepy anymore. Shah, don't look at your opponent. Focus on your own building. Are you two collaborating?
yeah, we are thinking.
You are thinking? What mistake did you make? Okay. You have 10 seconds. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3,
Okay.
2,
Get the highest.
1. Time's
Okay,
up.
We won.
Time's up.
We won. We are higher than them. Okay. See? We are
Okay.
higher than you.
The winner is Shah and Eldon. But it's not stable. So what did you learn here? Did you apply any of the CI principle that you have just learned?
We only apply one, that is to sort the card.
Sort the card.
Yeah.
What else?
After sorting the card, we got a problem in building the structure. Probably we are not creative enough.
What else?
Um,
Did you collaborate?
we do, but we can't.
Just within your own team.
Yeah.
Yes.
Did the rule say you cannot work with the other team?
Why they don't know what to work with us? They want to win. Yeah.
Right? If you collaborate, you will become winners, right? All of you will become winners, but you never collaborate. You want to beat each other. I want to be better than the other team.
What to do? Yeah.
And the moment I say start, you start building. You did not strategize, right? Did you strategize? Did you discuss how you want to build it?
Because you paint that picture, then you thought we follow back. Lively follow that structure.
Okay, good lesson learned. All right, please keep the card. Don't mix it with this one, yeah? All right. So I'm going to introduce you to the next CI principle. But before that, what have we covered? Shah, the first principle.
The principle is, first one is we talk about
What is the first principle? 5S.
5S. Sort, set in order, standardize, and also sustain.
Okay, 5S. Diana, what is the first S? Sort. Darren?
In Japan and Japan,
Seton, oh. Not setan, ah. The third S, Shah.
sham,
Shine. Sometimes we also call it as sweep. Eldon. Before sustain. Standardize. Right? Standardize. Then only you sustain. If you only do 1, 2, 3, can it work? No. So you need to do 4 and 5 in order for you to become successful doing 5S. Okay, what is the next one? This is CI principle number 1. CI principle number 2. Darren? I talk about this a lot, even during the Energizer just now. Starts with C. Diana, you want to help?
Is it communicate?
Close. Shah?
Collaborate?
Collaborate. Okay, collaboration. Why do you do collaboration, Shah? You want to shift? Shift to what?
shift from, we talk about silo
Yes.
to integrated.
Silo to collaboration, to collaborate. And the third CI principle, Eldon? Starts with W. You want to remove waste. Okay? And What are the type of waste, Diana?
You mentioned non-value,
Okay.
value, is it
Non-value added.
non-value added, value added,
Yes. And the third one,
one more?
you have to do registration. It's not important, but you have to do it. In the example of the
Business,
clinic,
is it start with B?
business, non-value added. And what does Tim Woody stands for? Shah.
T, transport,
Transport. Eldon. I. Inventory. Darren. Motion. Diana. W.
Wait, I'm stuck already. W. I stuck already.
Waiting.
Waiting.
Okay. What is O, Diana?
Oh,
ON here. OG. ON is what? Overproduction. OG is
overprocessing.
overprocessing. Then D is what?
D is
D is
defect.
defect. And I, Darren?
Intellect.
Intellect. Okay. Well done. You can pass already. Okay. Now, the next module is CI principle number 4. So I'm going to teach you how to basically reduce cycle time. Yeah. And there are many tools that you can apply, but what I'm just sharing with you here is only 5 tools that is commonly used and it's easy to implement. I've spoken about 5S, so I'm not going to cover that because I think you are already can be considered as 5S expert theoretically. Yeah. The next tool is material supermarket with VMI. VMI means vendor managed inventory, right? And spaghetti diagram, cellular flow, and VSM. Okay, these are very important tools that can help you to reduce your cycle time. So what is VMI supermarket? As the name says, if you notice when you go to supermarket nowadays, you see promoters with badges and then they promote their products to you. But on top of that, they are also responsible, some of them, not all, some of them are also responsible to replenish their stocks. Yeah? And there are also people whose job is just to concentrate on replenishing the stocks, not just not promoting, but they focus on that. So what happens is that nowadays, because supermarkets, they want to reduce the cost of storage, cost of warehouse, cost of delivery, cost of having goods expired that they cannot sell. So they pass back that cost to the supplier or the vendor. So that's why they get the supplier to supply them. And this is also means that it's basically the pay per use concept. Yeah, the supplier just put it on display, and then whenever it's not it's finished, they have to order and replenish it. So that's the idea, and it started with that, and now it's being implemented even in material management, in warehousing, in any operations. They started to use vendor managed inventory, and VMI works well with just in time, meaning to say when I need the equipment or material, it's available, it's ready-made available. And if you attended material management and warehouse training, you should be able to identify what are the long lead items. And these long lead items are those that you can categorize that can be put as materials that you need just in time. You don't have to stock them. Yeah. And The benefits is basically, as I mentioned, faster delivery. You reduce waste. For example, you don't need to manage expired goods, so you remove that headaches and reduce costs on storage and warehouse cost. Yeah. Any questions so far? Anything you want to share, Shah?
How do you then consider nowadays we have this vending machine?
Yeah.
Where does vending machine then fit into this VMI?
Vending machine, I would not say vending machine is part of VMI, because that is more on a personal type of business. Nowadays, with Madani program, you have vending machine to support the B40s or M40s, where they can rent a vending machine and supply their own food or beverages. But the concept is quite the same, meaning to say, when the stock replenish, they come and deplete, they come and replenish it. Yeah. So it's not really VMI. It's more of a personal kind of stocking. Yeah. Any other question? Eldon? No. Is it clear? Yep. Diana? Clear. All right. Okay. The next tool is spaghetti diagram and cellular flow. Okay. Let me give you. Let's do some simulation. Yeah. Okay, maybe Darren, can you come up here? You work in a, how is your work environment? Is it in a warehouse or
We
workshop?
Yeah, we have a workshop that is separated from the main office.
Okay, and you,
Yeah.
okay, can you share with us the layout of the workshop and the movement of material in the workshop? Yeah. Maybe at the side, don't block, yeah.
So this is the workshop.
Yeah.
And beside here we have the store
Store, okay.
for the parts.
And where is your office?
The toilets.
The office is actually, let me try to visualize. It's actually somewhere around here.
At the same site lah?
It's at the same site,
Okay.
just that the workshop is a separate site.
Okay.
Yeah. This is the office.
So what activity that involves you from office having to go to workshop or the store? Give me one example.
Okay, so when customer come in purchase spare parts, so we have to go to the store, take the parts.
Okay, can you show me the diagram, basically the flow? So let's say this is the customer.
Yeah.
I walk into your office
Office.
and I ask for a part.
Yeah, for the parts
Yeah, and then you have to get this part from where?
from the store.
Okay, can you draw the diagram?
Okay. To go out and
Like that.
Yeah.
And then inside the store, how do you store the materials?
so there's basically
Racks,
3 rackings.
3 rackings.
Yeah, 3 rackings.
Okay.
inside.
So you have to go and find the material. Let's say the material is stored here. You have to go here
Yeah.
and then come back to the office.
Yes.
From the office, do you direct go to the customer, or has it have to go through some processing,
Normally the processing is paperwork.
paperwork lah?
Yeah, paperwork.
Then you pass it back to the customer.
Correct.
Then the customer can leave.
Correct.
Okay. What about the workshop? Also the same.
For workshop, normally is when they send in the forklifts, which has already been broke down already.
Mm.
So normally they're coming from the main gate.
Yep. So let's say this is the main gate.
Come in,
Yep.
so they drive. And
So the
they-
forklift comes in.
Yeah. And then they'll park it here.
Okay, park here. And then what happens?
So after they park here, so the mechanics, they will go over and do the inspection.
So they do the repair here.
Correct.
Okay.
So base here, mechanic's office.
All right. Okay. Eldon, can I tap your brain? Assuming you are the customer, yeah. Now, as a customer, you have to come to the office and requesting for a change of the spare part, and then the office people have to go to the store to pick it up and then come back. Estimate how far is the place? 100 meters?
Yeah,
About 100
roughly.
meters.
About 100 meters.
Okay. Now, what do you think would be the ideal flow in order for you to get the parts? Can you suggest to Darren? If you are now you are a consultant,
Okay.
CI consultant, then Darren hires you, say, can you please improve our flow so that it is much more efficient for the customer to get the spare part? What do you think?
I suggest better direct to this way.
Okay.
This one we maybe no need to go here and then direct to go here. Start from here, then go here. Then the one that work for this area move here.
Okay. Right. So yeah. So basically, this customer goes direct to the store to pick up the
Yes.
the parts. So that means that the person here can be reassigned to be at the store.
Yes.
Is that what you're suggesting?
Yes.
Do you agree?
It's a good suggestion.
Good suggestion? All right. So you have to send him the invoice for your consultancy. All right. Please have a seat. Yep. What Darren and Eldon just demonstrated is an example of spaghetti diagram. Right? So the benefit of spaghetti diagram is basically you want to find out what is the current motion or movement in your office or in your warehouse or in your factory. And you identify where are the waste, especially motion waste and also transportation waste. And from there, you can see how you can improve the flow of your motion or transportation. So the action is either you do a re-layout, for example, you change the layout. In this case, because it's 3 separate buildings, you don't want to spend money and start knocking down the building and build a new building, right? So maybe simple solution. Remember when I talk about ways of working, drive simple solution, right? Like Darren suggested, maybe assign one person here to handle the spare parts. Yeah, that will save you cost. So that is an example of spaghetti diagram. If you look at this diagram, you see that there are a lot of movements, yeah, in the warehouse, and it can be improved by changing the layout. Yeah, so changing the layout is what we call as cellular flow. Yeah, this is especially important if you are in a production flow. Yeah, I used to work in Sony Ericsson. Those days, T68 was the famous, I think the first color mobile phone, right? And almost every month, the company has to do re-layout, especially when they start building new model of phones. Then they will re-layout their factory so that it improves the yield or the production yield of the phone. So there are many types of layout. What you see here is the most common, which is U shape or C shape. Yeah, normally this is what we call as single piece flow, where you move from one workstation to the other. Yeah, so your material moves from one workstation to the other. Yeah, it's in a sequential flow. There are also different shapes like L shape. Yeah. You see this most commonly when people design a house especially in the kitchen, where you have the sink here, then the cooker here, so that it's easy for you to move to the kitchen. What other shapes do you think that can be done? Straight line, it's quite similar to that. It's in parallel. Or you can have double parallel line. This is normally when you have two different types of model of product. So for example, if let's say this is to produce iPhone, now it's iPhone what, 13? 15. And this one produce iPhone 16. So you have two similar production line, and in the middle is where you have your shared resources. Yeah, that's also another way of it. There are hundreds of different setup of cellular flow, but the idea is that you want the material to move from one station to another in a flawless manner, in a flawless sequence. Okay. Next one is value stream mapping. Yeah, I think back to Darren's example when he was bitten by a dog, and he has to go to the clinic, and then he was referred to the hospital, right? So what is value stream mapping? Simple. Value stream mapping is basically you look at the process from one end to another end. Normally it's from left to right, yeah, and it involves all those people that are involved in the process to be working together, yeah. And value stream mapping can be applied at any levels, be it at strategic high level business or in the middle level in terms of product, or even up to the very tiny details of your process, which is tactical level. All right. So for example, if you are to build a car, let's say this is a factory, Toyota factory. This is maybe you start with procuring the parts. This is assembly. Yeah, this one may be painting. This one may be test drive, for example. This is the high level process, the top one. But now, if I look at the middle section, if I say I want to look at the detail of assembly, then you can break it down into assembly of the door, the main chassis. What else, Shah? Other parts of the car. Engine. Eldon. Interior. Yeah. One more. Darren. Wheels. Yeah. And the door, if you want to go into the very detail, procurement, part of it is what? Supplier, right? Which supplies the door, right? And if you go into detail, what constitutes or make the door? Window panel. What else? Glass. Diana, what else? If you look at your car, what do you have on your door? What is that? No. Okay, Eldon, what else? Now, modern cars, what do they have? Thumbprint.
Thumbprint system.
Okay, what else? Shah, last one.
No.
This is the door. What else? Very important. Side mirror. Okay, so VSM can be broken down from highest level to the middle, even to the tiny detail. And if I want to do even more detail on side mirror, you can also do that. So that's the beauty of value stream mapping, right? And it can be applied to anything, any processes, even at home. You can apply that as well. Okay, any questions? No? If no questions, this is an example of a typical VSM for manufacturing. Yeah, in manufacturing, normally you have a supplier. Then the supplier supplies the equipment or the raw material, goes to process A, where in process A, you go through stamping and approval for commencement of production. Then you gather resource, and then you utilize, which is transforming the material into an end product. Then you ship it back to your, you ship it to your customer. Yeah, and this is basically a cycle. All right, I see that we are running low on energy, so it's the right time to be awake.
Alright, you can strategize, huh?
Yeah. Now, we are on round 5, which is the challenge is to build it in 10 seconds. So I will be kind to you. I will give you 2 minutes to strategize before we play. But before that, the rule. Set aside all spades, yeah, so that is 5S. Remaining cards are stacked in 3 same suit piles. What does it mean? You can pick your cards, you stack them. Yeah? And then players may gather all of their cards, you may sort your card, you can collaborate with each other. Now, I give you 2 minutes to strategize how you want to do it so that you can achieve 10 seconds. You can start.
What if we take the cards and then we sort it already from A, 2, 3, 4, and after that we just like that? Or is there a better one?
You have to convince them.
Okay.
What do you think?
Yeah.
Can we try it out?
No.
Cannot.
I think before that, I think we need to do this also.
Yeah, true.
Do also, and then we have to sort the space first.
Yes. Correct.
Okay.
And then the building need to be far away.
Yeah.
It's
It doesn't have to be that
yeah.
long, the building, right?
Can
And
we
we're
reduce
building,
the
we
length?
do. Yes, we reduce the length. So like that much.
Put here and then
Yeah.
I think your positioning is also equally important because you want to make sure that from QA, QC,
Yeah,
the tower semua kena straight kan.
next to each
Yeah.
other. Yes.
So it's important.
Okay. So we stand closer a little.
When you sort, then your sorting is also important because now you're given a free hand to do your sorting already.
Yep.
You don't need to.
But your building still has to be tall. I don't want it to be like this long only. No. Still have, it's a tower. Okay?
So we push it up.
Basically, the gold standard or the SOP is about like this.
okay.
So you cannot make it like this and then become short. Yeah? Just cover the lettering.
Because of the wind, that's why we
No, material too expensive, so we have to cut costs.
Ready?
Is that okay? Any other?
Then now, since you are given the chance to take out the spade, yeah,
Yeah. That's not included in the time.
No.
Oh, okay.
you can take out your spades. Then read the reading, you can also start to slide. Take your cards already.
Yeah.
Speak our
Yes.
cards first.
Okay, set aside all waste.
Then can
You
start
do,
to
you
sort
apply
your
5S.
own cards. Sort your own cards.
Okay.
Sort your own cards.
Have you guys watched the movie about gambling? Or okay, or have you seen the card dealers gambling?
You are given a free hand to sit next to each other, kan?
Ace first.
Yes, first. And now can see, your ace is should be at the bottom.
No. You read the rule? Not sorted by face value.
Oh.
You have to still jumble them, mix them up.
How do we do it within the still got 2 minutes, 1 minute.
Okay?
Wait, ah.
Ready?
Wait. How are we gonna do it, if it's jumbled? 10 seconds.
Okay lah. I give you 30 seconds lah. 30 seconds.
Yeah, cover.
30 seconds. Ready?
Wait,
Okay.
yeah.
Ready, set, go.
Help each other to arrange. 10 seconds.
15. Hurry up. Weh,
Help each other.
reaching the sky already, the tower. Oh, so close. Ah.
Alright.
Okay.
Okay, you see?
Alright.
Okay, 34 seconds.
Taller, 34 seconds.
34 seconds.
Better than round 4.
A lot better than round 4. Okay, never mind. Have a seat. There's one more module. Surprise. One more module. Have a seat. Just sit there. It's okay. All right. So what did you learn from this part?
The planning is quite crucial.
What did you apply? If you notice the tools that you learned,
Collaboration.
collaboration. No, the tools, not the principle. You applied materials per market because you have the cards ready with you. Yeah. It's just that you cannot sort it. And I think you also apply VSM thinking because you discuss how you want to improve the process. Yeah, so that's also applying VSM thinking. Now, the last principle is continuously improve. So you don't stop here. Now you already got your achievement, 34 seconds. You did far better than round 1, which is 1 minute 50 seconds, right? Do you feel satisfied?
Can be better.
Is this enough?
Can be better.
Can better?
Can be better.
Do you think you should improve further?
Yes.
Yes. So that is the mindset that I want to instill. So in order for you to keep on improving, then this is what you need to do. You need to do PDCA. Plan, do, check, and adjust. Once you adjust, you act on it. And in CI, PDCA is very important. This is where you evaluate yourself. Now you set a benchmark. My benchmark now is 34 seconds. I want to beat that benchmark. I want to be better. I want to achieve 10 seconds. Right? So in PDCA, you plan. You identify what are your gaps. So what are your gaps just now? If you can give me one. What is the gap?
Not organized.
Not organized. So if you think you organize the card, you can do better?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So how do you do that? In an actual environment, then that's where daily huddles come in, and also visual management board. So the importance of visual management board, where you keep track your progress, you have your KPI set and how you want to beat the KPI. And then you, as a group or as a team, you have your daily huddle on a daily basis to keep track on your performance, right? And then you check, how can you improve based on your record. This is your scorecard. Yeah, this is your scorecard in this example, right? And then once you identify what is your strategy, then you act on it. Okay, as simple as that. So in round 6, now I allow you to stack them in face value, according to the face value. All right, the rest of the rules are the same. The only change now is you can stack them in face value like this. Okay? So it's not impossible to achieve 10 seconds or less. Okay, let's try. I give you 1 minute, 1 minute to discuss.
Easy to say chi like that. Ah,
1 minute to discuss.
chi like that. See, here are
Get ready. Your position. I never mentioned that your building has to be very close, right?
never
You
mentioned.
never mentioned that.
That tall.
I think here.
Okay,
Yeah. Side by side.
ready?
Wait,
Wait.
Timer, timekeeper.
should we try that?
Not easy.
Not easy. Think of other ways.
Other ways can we do? Which one faster? This.
Okay.
Like that, you're building sideways.
So it's like just now, Elton doing also can.
Also can. But you have to do it fast lah.
Yeah.
I think that was doable.
Even the position of your cards, K on top or A on top, that plays a role.
Wait.
We have to do A
The other way
first.
around. The
Yeah.
other way around. Okay, first.
Sure kah? Yeah,
Bagi
testing.
hint.
Okay, ready?
Then I see his.
Get ready? 10 seconds. This is your final round. This is your final round. On my count, ready, set, go. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Okay lah.
13 seconds.
10 seconds.
13 seconds. You still achieve your, you still did better, but you did not achieve your
I
target.
think this one collapsed already.
Okay. Let me give you another chance.
Okay. We try the strategy.
Let me give you another chance.
What other ways can we do?
Think. You only have 13 seconds. Think.
That one you break the.
Itu macam Stephen Chow tu. Okay, ready?
Still the same one? What other ways?
There has to be another.
The one.
I think the fastest was about less than 2 seconds.
So that says something. We have to think. There is like that one.
Ah.
2 seconds if like that, there is like that.
Okay.
We sort it first like that and then we drop like that or something.
Okay, ready ah? You can do it. It's possible. Okay.
And then
Itu tak ada your
Yes,
masih
is
ini
it?
kita we have not
sort
something is building already your idea
Hmm.
Then
Can
See?
Okay.
we hold each other can kah?
Okay.
How about-
Okay.
Try.
there is no
So-
rule.
Whose idea you want to follow now?
What idea do you guys have right now?
Ready?
Like
You
this?
don't have much time.
Already.
Okay.
I'm your customer. I want to move
The
in.
building should
I want
be
to
like
move
that.
in into the building already. I don't want to pay rent any further.
We have to think along that way.
This, then we
Okay.
let go.
Okay.
Eh,
Diana?
terbalik lah. Should have done terbalik. Jap, jap,
Okay,
jap.
okay.
Terbalik lagi.
Why?
This one is highest, is it? Okay.
Then?
Terbalik, terbalik.
Terbalik. Then how you want to put?
Like that.
Okay.
This one nampak
This,
okay lah.
Like this only.
Then after that, you, yeah, terbalik. Let me try to pull.
Okay, ready?
Okay.
On my count. Ready? Set.
Wait, coach. Tak on.
Ready, set, go. Remember, building next to each other. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Mana cantik. Cacat already.
Cacat tadi.
Okay, but 12 seconds.
Yeah.
All right. 12 seconds. Debrief. How do you think you can achieve 10 seconds? Shah, you want to share any idea?
I think one of the idea you have gotten just now was to make sure that you arrange this way. And you can use both hands. And then you arrange like that, 1, 2, 3, you just put down. Right? That could
Then
be the
just
fastest. And then
slide.
you just arrange. Because you are still using one hand. That's why it's difficult. If you can use one hand. No, like this. Then you can start. Macam tadi.
If you do like this. Yeah. Then you just slide it up. Slide it up like that. Yeah. Less than 10 seconds. you can achieve.
This could be the fastest, like you sort like that. Then you put down.
Okay. All right. Please go back to your seat.
Coach, boleh simpan dekat sama ni kot?
Yes, you can keep the cards. Okay. So, have a seat, settle down. This is for you to take home and quick reference. Yeah. It basically what I'm showing you now on the screen. So, what did we learn today? What are the principles that you have learned today? Diana.
The one that I really catch is the
Spaghetti diagram. Okay. How can you apply that in your daily life?
I think mostly like in my university,
Mhm.
especially like the buses.
Yeah.
Most of the accommodation now for students are actually external. It's not in the canteen
Yep.
building itself.
Yep.
So they're using buses which is not as effective and efficient.
Yep.
So I feel like if they could cut that and make it shorter and think of a better solution, and things would be more efficient.
Okay. Eldon, what is your aha moment from the 5 CI principles? Maybe something new to you?
The collaboration.
Collaboration.
It is really, really important in the organizations.
Okay. Darren?
Yeah, I think same goes with Eldon. Like it doesn't matter what position you're in. Like if there's no collaboration, it's like you're actually going nowhere. So it's important that we actually have to like, help each other out.
Collaborate.
Yeah, we have to collaborate, whether they like it or not.
Mm.
So, but we still need each other.
Okay. What about you, Shah?
Yeah, for me, all these principles are very important. It's like what Herman mentioned earlier on. You need to get commitment from the top.
Yep.
It's exactly the same like safety, because if you don't have the commitment coming from the top, whatever things that you're going to do is either it stops immediately or it can sustain.
Yeah.
But it has to start somewhere. starting somewhere is about commitment coming from the top. That's my aha moment.
Okay, good. So basically, just to summarize what we learned today is basically throughout the simulation, you apply this 5S principle: collaboration, waste reduction, and how to reduce cycle time. And the most important one is you don't stop there. You apply Kaizen along the process, not just here actually, but even from the start, from round 1. That's why you see we do 6 rounds, and at each round you get to see the improvements. Yeah, so that's the whole idea of CI. Yeah, consistently keep on doing it, repeating until it becomes better. Even big companies like Toyota, they don't stop. They keep on doing it. It's already part of their DNA. Yeah, and that's why Kaizen or continuous improvement is cut across the whole thing. Okay. Now, going forward, as an exercise, what I want you to do is identify improvement opportunities that you have learned. You have learned 5S, you have learned collaboration, waste reduction, reduce cycle time. How can you apply all this, whether be it in your workplace or at home, in your personal life? Think about it. At least 3 ideas, and then after this, I want you to share it with the room. So I give you about 3 minutes. Yeah, 3 minutes to do that exercise. And what I'm distributing is also some examples. But if you have your own ideas, just write it down. This is just to help you with the thinking process. Yep, you have 3 minutes. And as I mentioned, it's not only applicable at your workplace, it can be applicable in your personal life. For example, Diana, as a student, you can always apply visual management to keep track your scores. Yeah. Be as realistic as possible, because what I want you to do is when you walk out from this room, you apply this at your workplace to improve your own process. And in the end, it will bring efficiency to your process. And if your boss notice, maybe you will get higher bonus this year. Or maybe next year, it's almost end of the year already. Okay, 30 more seconds. All right. Are you ready, Shah?
Yes.
Can I start with you?
Yeah,
You wanna share?
As for me personally, one of the things that I will do with regards to 5S is to apply at our home storeroom. Currently is in a mess. Probably doing that labeling that you shared will help me to find the item easily and eventually making sure that it is properly stacked and it's easy for me to access the items as and when it is needed. Especially when we talk about winter clothing, it is
Yep.
not used all the time, so you need to know exactly where you store it. I would also want to take into consideration collaboration as
Mhm.
one of the principle. Since we are currently involved with a lot of deals with our contractors, our suppliers, it is very important for us also to collaborate and see how best we can speed up the process.
Yep.
We talk about process of billing and so forth. Yeah.
Okay.
And finally, also collaboration together with the safety team, to ensure that we conduct regular toolbox talk, things like that, to make sure that everyone goes home safely. So these are the three things that I would take and implement it at home and also workspace.
Okay. Thank you, Eldon.
Meanwhile, for me, for Form 5S, this one, we will look into considerations for physical filing, storage room, as per shared just now, label by color, shape, or
Mm-hmm.
and then also for collaborations, cross collaboration with HR on building succession plan, because this is the end of the year. We will discuss about what will be the
Mm-hmm.
future plan for next year in terms of recruitment, learning and development, and also staff service.
Okay. Okay. Diana?
Mine, you mentioned just now visual management.
Yes.
So this is to visualize. I should write down my results so that I can progress and see how that I can improve.
Yep.
And then in terms of collaboration, we have issues within the campus of road safety. So I believe that the students and also the staff can maybe come up with solutions to collaborate and improve the safety within the campus.
Mm-hmm.
And then last but not least is the reduced cycle time, such as, again, the spaghetti diagram. So most of the classes, sometimes they're scattered around the campus. And the campus is very big. So maybe the staff can schedule classes for like the business students to just be in one vicinity in one area so that the students don't have to walk and go all over the campus, which could reduce
Okay.
time.
Good. And finally, Darren?
Okay, so I think for my side, like even like what you mentioned, like even with the first 3S, if you don't sustain, if you don't standardize, so it's actually quite pointless. So what we do is, I think probably we can appoint a 5S leader. So he will oversee everything, he will make sure everything is done properly according to the 5S standard. And collaborate, because most of the time we need to collaborate with the colleagues and mechanics. So probably for mechanics, probably they are not really good in explaining the details to the customer or things like that. So probably we can help now on that to reduce, maybe minimize the wastage time and things like that. And last, probably we can implement SOP in checking the forklifts. So meaning to say, like, they need to do the proper checking, so they must follow the SOP.
Yep.
Be standardized. Otherwise, like, if they forgot to check this, and then if they go back and then they forgot again, it's like really wasting time going up. So we're trying to eliminate the waste time.
Okay, excellent. All right, I think three things before I close the session. My first question is, as you walk out from this room after this, do you feel comfortable and confident to bring this idea back to your workplace?
Yes.
Yes? Confident? Okay, good. Okay, just as a recap, what are the 5 CI principles, starting with Darren? The CI principle. The first one was? 5S. Diana?
Collaborate.
Collaborate.
Waste reduction.
Waste reduction.
Continuously improve Kaizen.
Continuously improve. And one more is reduce cycle time. Very good. All right. So this program, CI awareness program, is the first program just to get you on the basic and introduce you what CI is about. But if you wish to, let's say, learn in depth, there are also other programs that we can offer you. For example, CI practitioner, where you can learn. It's a 3 days program where you can learn a lot more in terms of the tools, and at the end of the session you get to do a project and you get to be certified as a CI practitioner. So if you're interested, you can always come and approach me for that. With that, if there's no other things, I thank you very much for your attention and your participation today, and I hope to see you soon. Thank you very much.
Thank you.